Hello, my name is Vanessa Castro. Today I'll be talking to you about my subject. My speech is about how to become a blonde the right and healthy way. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Do you ever wonder what it takes to become a blonde? If so, today I'll be going over what are the possibilities that can be talked about in the consultation with the stylist. They'll talk to you about your hair, what it is that you're looking for, which is this consultation. They will talk to you about the process, the application of the color, and then the upkeep. So in the consultation, they will ask you about your hair. What are your goals that you're trying to achieve? The way a lot of the stylists go about in their clients, they do bring in a picture and they show you, they show us what it is that they're really looking for. And that way we have an idea in our heads to see what they are really, going for. We then talk about the hair history. We talk about if they have any previous hair, if it's professional hair color or if it's just box color. That is a very important thing that we need to know. That way we know what is best for the hair, what chemicals we can use and we cannot use. Then we talk about the timeline. The timeline is, for example, if somebody has dark hair and wants to go like really, really, really blonde to like a platinum, which is the lightest blonde, it might take 2 sessions, possibly 3, just depending on how well it takes to remove that hair color they have on. And then they'll go into talking about the process to achieve the look. You obviously need bleach to go lighter into a blonde, which is very, very necessary. Without it, you would not be able to achieve it. So when we do go up to high lift, and with the person who has either process colored or is naturally very dark, we do have to use it. If I know that I'm going to be using a big amount of bleach on them, I usually do recommend Olaplex. What Olaplex is, it is a insurance for your client's hair. What this does is we do apply it onto the bleach, and it will help us give them more insurance to it without it having to break. We can leave the bleach on longer and it'll penetrate it, while this is still having the hair follicle and the cuticle protected. That way we can use it more on the hair. After we talk about what we are going to be using, we do talk about pricing. Pricing is a very important point to talk about, since it is a very different thing. It does vary through whoever does it and what it is they're using. We do an upcharge with Olaplex. So some clients don't want to use it, but we do recommend it for the safety of their hair. After we do finish everything, we do talk about toning, the color, and all of that. Because when we do lift the color with bleach, you naturally get a yellow tone. So to cancel that out, just depending on what tone of blonde they want, to cancel that out, sometimes we have to use a violet-based tone. That way it'll cancel out the yellowness and all of that. Or an ash to cancel out any orange, anything like that. But after that, we do talk about the upkeep. The upkeep is very important because we do recommend you to use certain products to help it maintain it healthy and all of that. when using a flat iron, you want to make sure you're using a heat protectant for the reason that your hair is a bit more damaged and more fragile. We do talk about the retouches. Retouches are very important when you are a blonde. The longer your new growth gets, the harder it is to get it a solid color without having any banding of different colors. So it is very important, just depending on how fast your hair grows. Just depends on about how many weeks out you have to come back in. And then we talk about haircuts. You have to keep up with haircuts since you are damaging your hair a bit more and all of that. You want to come in every 4 to 6 weeks for haircuts to make sure you're taking those ends off, to keep it refreshed. So after listening to me today, do you think you are really ready to go blonde, with all the upkeep and all of that? If so, I am hoping that you learned something here that will help you decide if you are really deciding to proceed with your hair transformation.